Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. My name is Sister Fatima Hodge.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. My name is Brother David Hodge. We're active NGO warriors, represent Master Suleiman, the messenger of the covenant, the breaker of the seven seals. It's wartime.
All right, brothers and sisters. Today, our topic is going to be about demons. Before we get started, we're going to start off with the Holocaust.
The Holocaust. This is the black men and women of America's true experience, but they whitewash it and call it slavery, which is an insult to our experience because the word slavery does not cover our full experience. It just covers the 1%, which is the economic side of it, which is maximum profit, minimum overhead, meaning that they gave us the scraps. They gave us the bare minimum, just enough to survive. But that's not our whole experience. The other 99% that we endured was the Holocaust, which was horror. And the reason why slavery is not a good definition or expression of our true experience, because it leaves out the affliction.
Right. Slavery is given for our titles because they try to whitewash everything that they truly done to us. Because we know that we experience more than just slavery, brothers and sisters. Everyone is slaves today. So, if that's this title that they're giving the black man and woman's experience, then that is not correct, because we've experienced more than slavery. Like you said, we experienced torture, affliction. Brothers and sisters, these people harmed us. They beat us. They raped us, brothers and sisters. This is a big difference between slavery, brothers and sisters. So them giving our definition, them entitling our experience slavery is a complete insult, and they will never entitle their experience anything other than what they actually went through, brothers and sisters. So if you try to spit on their Holocaust, then it'll be a big problem. However, they try to hide the gruesomeness and everything that they've done to the black man and woman, which is why that they don't bring this up in schools or bring these topics up, basically, because they do. However, they don't tell you in full extent, because if they do, then they'll be exposing themselves for the beasts that they are, brothers and sisters. This is a whole tactic of just hiding what they've done so they can call it a theory, or so they can say this probably have happened, when we know for a fact that these events took place to us and still are taking place to us. So this is another form of them spitting on your whole experience, sharing that your experience was a theory, brothers and sisters. When we know that we are physically affected by what we went through, brothers and sisters, and they're calling your experience a theory. A theory is something that could have taken place, might have taken place, brothers and sisters. We know for a fact that these people did these things to us, brothers and sisters. These physical people, these people who you're probably laying with, best friends with, brothers and sisters, these people tormented us, and we're friends with them, and we don't realize that we're programmed. This is why you're probably laying with them or just best friends with them, because we are programmed, brothers and sisters. We're programmed to listen to Master, to do everything Master tells us. These people turned us into Negro bots, brothers and sisters. It took them 64 years to break us down, brothers and sisters, to turn us into Negro bots. When we came here, we did not submit to these people immediately. They had to break our people. So it took them 64 years to do that, brothers and sisters. That's why we came here in 1555 and we left, and slavery actually started in 1619, brothers and sisters, because it took time to create a slave, to make us submit to them, brothers and sisters. They had to rape us, make us have their babies. We had to have babies in general in order for them to program us, brothers and sisters, because you had to program us as children, brothers and sisters. So the people that they brought here from first people that they brought here basically was used for that, brothers and sisters, because a lot of them never submitted to it ever. And some of them killed themselves on the way here, brothers and sisters. So those people were basically used for to produce more. So they were able to teach them and control them, brothers and sisters, their children and their children on and on and on from there, brothers and sisters, because like you shared, a lot of our people ask, but why didn't nobody ever do nothing? Why would our people just fully just submit to that? These people torturing them and all these things. It's because, like we shared, our people did not. Because we came here in 1555. If we came here in 1555, then why this our servitude or slavery didn't start until, or the Holocaust didn't start until, well, actually the Holocaust started in 1555. That's another detail that we have not really got into. However, the Holocaust, which is our true experience, brothers and sisters, which is horror, the affliction of the horror that was upon our people, we've been experiencing that since we got here, which is in 1555, brothers and sisters. So slavery didn't start until 1619, brothers and sisters, because it took 64 years to create the first slave. So 1619 is the first Negro bot that they released, which is a programmed black man and woman Negro bot, brothers and sisters. These people programmed us from the womb, raised us as beasts, as animals, treated us like animals, fed us like animals from the womb, brothers and sisters. So that's all you knew. That's all you knew. So that's why you were doing these things, brothers and sisters. This is all we knew. This is why they had to do it at such a young age as well, because that is all they wanted us to know, brothers and sisters. They didn't want us to have any knowledge of anything. They wanted us to be dumbed down just like animals, brothers and sisters, which is what they told you were as well, brothers and sisters. However, if we were animals, why would they try so hard to get this animal to not think or not read or certain things that they made us do during the Holocaust? Why? You don't have to do all that to an animal. So if we were animals, then all those things should not have had to be done and still being done today in order to continue this mindset of our people. They have to inflict horror on us 24/7. They have to, which is why they gave you that Christianity, brothers and sisters, because they knew that they wasn't going to be able to physically do it 24/7 to you. So they said, we're going to give you something that's going to mess with your mind 24/7, brothers and sisters, which is this Christianity. They tell you that everything, they tell you that you're going to go to hell forever and ever, and you're going to burn, brothers and sisters, or right, underground, and the devil, brothers. They tell you all these things to torment your mind, brothers and sisters. So whenever you do something wrong, or whenever you feel as if it's wrong, or whenever you do something, basically, whenever you do something and your nature tells you it was wrong, or you know it was wrong, you want to go and ask for forgiveness when just because you're fearing, brothers and sisters, like I shared, You want to go ask for forgiveness because you're fearing, because they told you that if you do this, or if you do this, or if you do these things, you're going to go to hell forever and ever and ever, brothers and sisters. So that alone is one of their main tactics, fear, because once they place that upon you, that's all you're doing now, brothers and sisters. You're fearing all the time because you're in a wicked world anyway, and they know this. You're in a wicked. We're in a wicked environment, so there's no way out of being wicked. So you have to understand that as well. So them knowing that, we're gonna be praying forever, brothers and sisters, right? You're gonna be praying, ask for forgiveness forever, right? So they know this. So this is exactly why they gave you that, because they want to torment your mind the whole time you're here, brothers and sisters. Not only physically but mentally as well, which is what they have been doing to us, giving us these religions. All these religions that has been out, brothers and sisters, are a bunch of made up spookism. Is no power in them, brothers and sisters. No power at all. They just tell you something, and you just have to believe, brothers and sisters, and ask for forgiveness because you're a sinner. When you're not, when you are sinning, however, it was told you to submit to these people. We had to submit to these people, brothers and sisters. So what you're doing against you, even though it's against you, dirty water is better than no water. So we needed a civilization. We had to still produce these people, these wicked people, so we could still have civilization. Is that what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. So we could still have a civilization, brothers and sisters. So even though this world that you're living in, or this reality right now that you're living in, is wicked and it is against you, knowing, just having the knowledge and knowing that you had to submit to these people and knowing these certain things, you will understand that you're not sinful, brothers and sisters. So, like we shared, they inflict horror upon us. These people raped us as well, which is what we're going to get into today, and show you all some examples of these demons, because it's important for us to know our hidden enemy, because it's important because they're hidden. Let's start there, brothers and sisters. These people are hidden. They're camouflaged in with us, meaning they're blending in with us, the black man and woman of America. They look black, they look like me and you, but they are not us, brothers and sisters. They are house Negroes. And who were the house Negroes? The house Negroes were Master's children, brothers and sisters. These were Master's children, okay? They looked like us. They were Master's children from rape. This is why they were called house Negroes. This is why they were allowed into the home. This is why they had better clothes than you. This is why they ate better than you, brothers and sisters. This is why they had better opportunity than you, because they were Master's children, but they looked like us, brothers and sisters. So you have black people around you that look black, but they are not black, brothers and sisters. And today we're going to be exposing that. Ready? All right, brothers and sisters, today we're going to be exposing demons once again. So we know that the demons are the masses hidden enemy that is amongst us. 17 million of them, brothers and sisters, surrounding us 24/7. Especially if you do not know the knowledge of who they are definitely surrounding you 24/7, brothers and sisters. And they are sucking your energy, brothers and sisters, pushing you, having you push a vision that is not yours, brothers and sisters, making you look as if you're not capable, brothers and sisters, when you are. This is just not your reality, brothers and sisters. We have to understand that. And this is their reality, which is why they're excelling, which is why they don't see any wrong in it. You ever wonder why you have these black people? You ever wonder, oh, he got white, or he real for white people, or real for their policies, all these policies. He real for these policies. I don't give a damn about these policies. He's so into these policies. He love all this that they have going on. These Democrats, demons, and brothers and sisters. So you wonder why you got these people around you that act like that, right? Because I sure did wonder. Because it's strange, huh? You ever wonder why this black girl, she's black, but she act just like a Caucasian, right? Now, that's just a figure of speech of what people talk about. Because they just thinking like, oh, she been around white people too long. Too long. That's because she grew up around them, girl. That's usually the talk, right? And it's actually because that's that child's nature. That is her nature. She is a Caucasian in a black woman's body. You have to understand the nature is what matters. The seed is what matters. And these people put their seed in our woman and produce children with us. So we have people out here that look just like us. Dark, it could be, the skin complexion does not matter, brothers and sisters, because we know that, and you all can. It's examples of that clearly, brothers and sisters. Examples that skin tone does not matter. You can have two dark skin and have a light skinned child. You have a light skinned parents and have a darker complexion child than the parents were, brothers and sisters. So we know that the skin tone is not what makes that child nature, brothers and sisters. So we know we got these people around us, surrounding us, that are not of us. They love America's policies. They don't think that they're being oppressed. They think that they're free. They think that this is the reality to be in. They think that this is these ideas or not ideas, but their policies and everything they have going is great for America. Brothers and sisters, these are those demons, brothers and sisters, because we know every policy is against the black man and woman of America. So why would you even agree with any of them? They love the jail systems, brothers and sisters. If you get pulled over, excuse me, brothers and sisters, outside. So when you get pulled over, just comply, brothers and sisters. There should be all the cops are also threatened. They feel scared when you come. They come to the car and you're asking them questions or you're looking a certain way. It's because and when all you have to do is comply. All you have to do is make sure they know that you're respecting them. Those are those demon brothers and sisters, because you don't have to do all that. And what do they say? I don't feel no type of way when I get pulled over. I just comply and get it over with. They don't feel no type of way. So then they're attacking us and say, why do black people always have a problem when they're pulled over and always asking or feeling some type of way or feeling threatened? Because you don't feel that way because you are these people. Because you are a demon, brothers and sisters. These people are demons. This is why they don't feel these type of way when they get pulled over. They don't feel that in their heart, that drop in their heart when a cop is behind them riding their tail, brothers and sisters. You don't feel that. They don't feel those things that we feel, the original man feel, because we are tormented from past trauma from what they've done to us. And our brothers and sisters, like I shared, you are your ancestors. You did experience everything that they done to our people. That was you, brothers and sisters. This is why you're feeling those type of urges when you're around them. You're surrounded a bunch of white people. You feel a little weird. Your body start tingling, or your head. Brothers and sisters, you know exactly what we're speaking about. So even though you try to hide it, it's there. Even when you talk about them, even when someone else brings them up, and you try to defend them, or in a way, or the conversation, or try to avoid it in general, because we're still traumatized, so we don't even want to speak about white people, right? So it gets that deep, brothers and sisters. So our people are traumatized and don't even realize that they are, brothers and sisters. They realize it, but they suppressing it. Because the reality they live in, they have to be around these people. So they're like, well, what else? What else? Y'all tripping. We still got to be around these people. So they're like, where they going to go? We still got to deal. So that they have to suppress these things because it's reality. involves these people. This reality involves these. They're everywhere. So you have to do certain things in order to survive in this reality. You have to suppress certain things that you're feeling. You have to suppress certain feelings that you're getting because at your jobs and things, because you have to survive in this reality, brothers and sisters. But you know for a fact that you have people that are surrounding you that are different than you, but they look like you. So it's making you not like your own people because you're like, I don't like black people because this is what they always this and that. But we don't realize that is masses children as acting those ways and making you feel as if you don't like your own people, brothers and sisters. That is their job. Their job is to assist with masses affliction of horror upon you. Also to assist with his torment of your mind, brothers and sisters, separation of your families, all that. This is their job. On top of the job top of what they already do, their job is to suck you dry. It's to, brothers and sisters, you have to understand that these people are your enemies, brothers and sisters. They look like you, talk like you, they may be your cousin, your brother, your sister, but they are not of you, and you realize that. You realize that, brothers and sisters. No matter if you, excuse me, brothers and sisters. So these people are our hidden enemies, brothers and sisters. They're surrounding us 24/7, and their mission is to have you pushing a vision right off the cliff, brothers and sisters. Meaning a dead end vision that you or them are not involved in, brothers and sisters. And that's another thing that they don't know, that massa is coming to kill all blacks. That's their agenda, is to kill all blacks, not just the black man and woman of America, their children as well. All right, so today we're going to be, do you have anything to explain about the demons that you wanted to say?
No, you covered it pretty good.
All right, so brothers and sisters, we're going to have you all listen to this, one of their top demons, which is, her name is Cantice Owens. She, I guess, speaks on the black demon community, and she basically, she's honestly speaking, she's trying to basically put herself as a black woman and speak to the black community and speak to them as if things are not a problem here. Everything is fine. You don't need any holiday from something that you really didn't, everyone experience. You don't need a holiday for that, which we don't, brothers and sisters, because we need to get out of here. That's another thing. We don't need we're not free. The holiday was to tell you that Juneteenth was to tell you that you were free, brothers and sisters. You are still in the land of your oppression, brothers and sisters. So on top of that, on top of us, our vision, which is we need to leave here, she's pushing the vision as if nothing was ever wrong. Black people are wrong. You all are always just complaining and whining about a situation that you're in control over, brothers and sisters. Which is, we are in control of our situation. However, this situation right here, saying that the reason why, that she don't know, brothers and sisters, that's what we're trying to explain to you all, that this woman is a demon. Did you have any? We're going to show the video to you all first, the 2 videos that she done, and it just shows you who she is as a person. And we don't want you all to get the wrong understanding of seeing this video and thinking now, okay, right, Juneteenth is what we need to be doing, right? That's not the vision either. It's just showing you the fact that she doesn't even recognize the fact that you all even went through anything, brothers and sisters. She's a black woman that don't even recognize the fact that her people, but are not her people, that's what we're trying to explain to you all. These are house Negroes. These are masses children. This is the reason why she thinks this way, because she did not experience what you experienced. So it's impossible for her to understand and fully digest what you all experience, brothers and sisters. So she does not understand this, so she's 100% correct in what she's saying. to you all because she has not experienced the Holocaust. This woman is a demon, brothers and sisters. This woman is Master's child, which is why she loves Master so much, because she is their offspring, brothers and sisters. And you all have to see that in these videos. As you all see, she discredits the so-called black holiday, and she enjoys these Caucasian holidays, brothers and sisters. Okay, so we're going to get right into it.
Juneteenth. To everybody who is celebrating Juneteenth and is super upset that I think it's stupid. Happy Juneteenth. Amazing. Woo, feels good. Racism's gone now, right? You got your Juneteenth. I'm so happy that we can celebrate Juneteenth. I mean, the Democrats have taken everything, but at least they passed Juneteenth. I mean, everybody in the entire history of the world has been a slave, but only one group of those people needs a holiday as a consolation prize from Democrats. At the same time that there's, I don't know, anything they could solve. Shootings are up 94%, homicides, this city, that city, but at least they gave you Juneteenth. More power to all of you. I'll be celebrating the 4th of July, but I don't know, maybe next year we can do another baseless holiday and keep saying that we're just getting more power in this country because our kids are getting dumber, our neighborhoods are burning down. I mean, it's just like, I'm getting tired of the stupidity. Like, it's just like, I don't even care. Like, I've been trending for the last 2 days and I don't even care anymore. There used to be like an excitement about the fight for trying to wake people up, but now it's getting like, all right, man, cool, go celebrate Juneteenth, man. Go have a barbecue, cookout, celebrate Juneteenth, have a good time celebrating your Juneteenth, and be, you know what you should do on Juneteenth? You should talk about Candace. You should talk about how upset you are that Candace doesn't understand how cool Juneteenth is. Okay, we're done with the Juneteenth discussion. I really just don't care about it. It's dumb. Enjoy your stupid holiday. I want to say happy Juneteenth. Juneteenth.
All right, brothers and sisters, as you all seen there, that's Candace Owens, who had so much to say about the black holiday. As you all seen, like we shared before, this woman is a demon. This is why she does not understand why you all feel the way that you feel. Because she is a demon, like we shared. She is totally, she's supposedly for black community when she's really for the demon community, brothers and sisters. We have to understand that, brothers and sisters. We have to understand the difference between us, brothers and sisters. Okay? So as you all see there at the top, also we have a gif of a black woman turned into a Caucasian. Alright, so we're going to get into the next video. As you all seen there, she was totally against the black. Right? Like I shared, we're not supporting Juneteenth. We are not free, brothers and sisters. We are not out of the land that we have been imprisoned. So that alone is wrong, right? However, we're just trying to show you the demon in her, brothers and sisters. That's what we're trying to identify in this video. The demon in this woman. She's identifying that she does not agree with your experience, brothers and sisters. Okay? So we're going to get into this next video of her celebrating the Caucasian holiday.
Happy Memorial Day. We have such a fun episode. Live music, of course, the national anthem, and I stood for it.
You want to be like Cardi? I want to be like Candace. On a couple businesses, you want to be like the Ratchets. Want to be like Candace, young woman in the family. You in the man to buy you things, you throwing a tantrum. You want to be like...
Memorial Day, we have such a fun episode. Live music, of
All
course,
right, brothers
the
and sisters,
national
as you all
anthem.
seen there. Then you have Candace Owens again on Memorial Day. She's celebrating like it's her last, brothers and sisters. She even has the Caucasians singing to her, brothers and sisters. And we know the real black don't want to hear that, brothers and sisters. So that's another sign that this woman is in love with the position she's in right now, because she's around her people, devils, 24/7, brothers and sisters. And if you did not know, her husband is also a Caucasian man. So, and she supports the black community, right? She's saying blacks need more fathers in the home. She has videos out there fully speaking on that. And she has a Caucasian man. So if this is what you are against wholeheartedly, why aren't you setting that example? Why aren't you setting that example? You have a whole white man in your bed and telling these people to do something. What? Do that make sense, brothers and sisters? This woman is a complete demon. She is Master's child, a house Negro. Excuse me. House Negro, brothers and sisters. These demons are surrounding us everywhere, and they act just like her. Some act a little different. You gotta understand the difference between them, though. She's just more in the power, brothers and sisters. She's using her energy on that, brothers and sisters, as you walk and see, 24/7. She's talking and just yapping her demon mouth, brothers and sisters. Did you have?
Man. Hey, I mean, it's obvious how she acts, the way what she stands for, and how she puts down her own community. The thing is, she's not really putting down the actual black people. She's putting down her own people. The thing is, you have to understand, there's always two sides to every story. There's the people who do, and there's the people who don't. So there's people in here because the Juneteenth, the Black Lives Matter, all those things, those are demon activities. All these things that she's boo-hooing about and saying that we're crying about, that's not our people. So she's talking about her own black, her own Caucasian and black skin looking people. That's what she's talking about. She's making fun of her own brothers and sisters. See, because she's not one of us. Because it's okay for her to say, screw Juneteenth, screw Black Lives Matter, screw all these movements.
Those are demon movements.
Right, because they are dangerous. Because they are making yourself a target. You're making yourself a target.
Right.
So putting yourself in that position is an idiot move. It wouldn't be smart, wouldn't be wise. You see, but like she said, for her to completely, you see, downgrade or dismiss or discredit the whole experience, see, that's the difference. She was disrespectful and she overlooked the experience like everyone was slaves. See, that's what we were saying in the beginning of the Holocaust. Yeah, we all were slaves. That's why it needed a new word, it needed a new title, because you can't mix our experience up with slavery. It's not the same as what everyone's going through. See, because they leave out the horror, the Holocaust. They leave out the affliction. They leave out the torment, the torture. They leave out the pain and the misery. They leave out what they did to us. You see? So yeah, see, she's saying screw all those things. I can agree. But our experience, for her to shit on our experience, you see, that's totally different. Because she's not saying, it'd be different if she was saying, to hell with those black months and holidays, we need to get out of here. You see, that's a real black woman. That's what a black woman would say. You see, that's what, or she'll be trying to figure out how to get the hell out of here in another way. That's another black woman, because she's not enjoying her time here. See, because like I said, we were programmed. You can obviously tell she's not.
Exactly.
This right. She's acting out who she truly is.
Right. Their agenda is basically to push the black man and woman to basically to fully go against. Okay, what am I trying to explain? So they have her in that position, right? She's the voice of the black, just because she's all for their rights, right? She's all for everything that they do, their systems. This is supposed to be the voice for the black man and woman.
Exactly. She's a representation of us.
And this is what she's telling you. You can do this. You can do these things. These things is free for you. This is you have all these opportunities. You have this, you have that. There's no reason why you're failing. There's no reason why you can't excel. Right. But who is she? She's speaking to the demons, because brothers and sisters, you cannot excel in this land, brothers and sisters, because this is not your nature, brothers and sisters. So they have her pushing this. So it could be pushed in the community as well from you all's parents and so on and grandparents, because to push you to go against yourself even more, brothers and sisters, because you have this black woman who's in this position at this level in her life, at this age, young. So you're using her as an example when you're talking to your children, when you're talking to your teen daughter. You're trying to explain to her, I mean, she's original, but you're trying to explain to her that she's trying to, she has a different path, I guess. Right. But you're trying to explain to her that she's able, or she's not doing she's not excelling in your eyes. Right. So you're giving her examples of women like this. Exactly. Things like the examples of industry people, Beyonce, stuff like that. People that look like us, but they are not us. And that's the reason why they are in those positions. Why they say this is easy. You should be able to do these things, brothers and sisters. It was her talking. You should be able to excel in this world. They have to give you everything that you need to excel. If you just submit, if you just do everything that they tell you to do, you're able to excel, which is for their demons. Exactly. If you do exactly what they, brothers and sisters, because this reality is for them to, it's for their mindset. Imagine that, brothers and sisters. Something that was written just for you, right? Just for the way your mind thinks, right? So, yes, you're going to get all the answers correct, right? Because this is how your mind thinks. Brothers and sisters, just like they do in schools, brothers and sisters, they make a curriculum that goes along with their children and their demon children's mindsets. You got to understand that, because that's their mindset, the one who made the book for you to even study from, brothers and sisters. That's their mindset. So you're studying out of a book that you don't think like, brothers and sisters. A black man didn't write that, right? Because if he did, you would understand it, right? Because this man has the same mind that you have, right? So you will be able to understand you, or if you don't immediately understand, you'll get to understanding it eventually, period. Just like their children does. They're in school, they might be going through things, but they're getting that understanding, and their understanding, they might not get it immediately, but they get it, and they excel in schools. You're not understanding why we failing, because this book is not written for our mind, brothers and sisters. You have to understand that. And it may look as if they're greater than you. You gotta be thinking all A's and this, and that, because they have a book that's written for their mindset. So they're getting all the answers correct. Right. Every answer is correct, because brothers and sisters, the person who wrote the test thinks just like the child. So we got. So like I like to use the cats and dogs because it's a good example, because you got a dog. You have to read a dog's letter, basically. A dog just gave you a test, and you gotta pass each, but you gotta be able to understand the dog, right? But you a cat, right? You a cat, you gotta understand what this dog just read on this paper, right? So you gotta force yourself to understand that, because you don't get that at all, brothers, because this is not your mind. Right. I'm a cat, he's a dog, he got me, and this dog want me to do this test, and I'm a cat. Right. So I gotta pass this dog test in order to move forward. in my life. And I'm a cat, so I gotta pass this dog to. So I keep failing this dog test. I keep failing, but I keep trying, and it's killing me. I'm tired. I can't, brothers and sisters. I'm drained. I'm stressed out.
Right.
Because I'm trying to read this letter that this dog gave me, and I can't read it because I'm a cat. So I'm trying my hardest to read it, and it's strain in my eyes, it's strain in my brain, because this is not. I cannot understand this. It's just like you reading. It's like you reading another language you don't get or understand. You don't know what it's saying, brothers and sisters. I mean, even though you can get the understanding of what it's saying, but you still, like I shared,
you ain't gonna be able to speak it fluently.
Exactly, you won't be able to fluently speak it, but you got that understanding.
Right.
So sometimes explain to you, you got black people out here as well who are excelling because they're getting the understanding, brothers and sisters. They're learning more, and they're killing themselves,
right,
brothers and sisters, because they're straining to get these answers.
That's true.
They're straining to get these answers. So they're the ones out here where they may look as if they're doing great and got all these things, but they got heart problems on the side.
Right.
They got digestive issues on the side.
Right.
Something is going on with their body, with their cells, brothers. So they're cultivating things because they're pushing a reality that is not of them. So anybody, brothers, every time that we're pushing their reality, we're killing ourselves. You gotta understand that. So you ask, well, what else do we have to do? What else is there to push? What else is there to do? We live here. What other choice do we have to make? And that is the number one question. Because what else is there to do? That's why we have to get out of here, brothers and sisters. It's written that we will leave here after the 400 years. Brothers, that these people will be judged, and then we will leave out with great substance. The original black woman and man of America, it tells us we have a promise. So you're wondering, well, what do we do? You have a vision, brothers and sisters. You have somewhere that you're going. And these people are about to be destroyed. And instead of you being here involved with their destruction, you can be at home in peace, brothers and sisters. But you can also choose to be here because you don't want to listen to what we're telling you today or telling you in general. So you choose to stay here with these demons, and you're reaping their rewards, brothers and sisters. So you experience hell twice. Because you're about to go through what they experienced, then you already went through the Holocaust. So these demons, I forgot what I was saying. Excuse me, brothers and sisters.
I think the cat dog test.
Oh, right. So understanding that we have two different minds, brothers and sisters. These people have a whole totally different mindset than you. They may look as if they are moving faster, they're excelling, however they are, because this is their reality, brothers and sisters. So they're telling you to look up to people who are different than you, brothers and sisters, and they're excelling because they are not of you, brothers and sisters. We have to understand that, because that's the biggest distraction, because that's their attack. They dangle these demons in your face. You got this one, you got this one doing this, you got this one doing that, but they're children, brothers and sisters. You have to understand that. Like, you got these people in prison, they're putting you in these prisons, and then you have some that get out and excel. Then you have some that get out and don't do anything. That's because they're rich. That's because you have to understand that those are those demons that are getting out and excelling, because they have the energy. On top of that, they have it. So when they have the energy, they get assistance when they get out of prison. All these things, because they have the energy to do that, because they have all these opportunities when you get out of prison to get help, certain things you can get, and they're the ones that's doing it, right? Because they have the energy, they're able to do. So they're looking as if you're able to move forward from these tragic situations that you've been in. I've been in jail for 19 years and got out and have my own shop, got my own this, got my own that, got my own car. But then you out here looking like, what? I've been out here all my life and I ain't got nothing like that. That's because, brothers and sisters, on top of them being a demon, they was in prison and they got help when they got out, because they usually get people to assist them when they get out of prison. Your halfway house, all these things, they give you all these assistance and things for you to excel. But you have to do that, right? And those demons are the ones that's doing it, brothers and sisters. So it's looking as if you're able to achieve when you get out of prison. You're able to have nice cars and have your own business, all these things when you get out of prison. But those are those demons, brothers and sisters. You have to understand that. So they're giving you an example. You should, when he was in prison, he did well. He learned his lesson. He got out. I love prison because I feel like I learned my lesson. I feel like that was good for me. And that's how those demons think, because that is of their nature, brothers and sisters. This is their mindset. We got to understand the book. This is their mindset. This is for them. So this prison mindset of you getting put into prison for something that you did wrong is likable to them. They like that because they feel like I did wrong. I need to be punished. I need to be punished, and I need to be put away. And
if they built the prisons and they think that that's the right thing to do,
right? They think that they learned their lesson.
Right, that's their mind, and they get put into the same system that was made from their mind. That means that they would think that that's correct.
Right. That
being punished was correct. So now that the structure they didn't have, which is lack of discipline, they didn't have discipline. That's how they ended up in that situation. But that's due to their nature. But they only truly went because they were skin folk. You see, because Caucasians do crimes too, but they don't get this. They don't get the same amount of time, or they don't even get close to the sentence. They get slaps on the wrist and they get to go home. But you gotta remember, these black people, these demons, they look like me and you. So they actually sometimes have to do they do the crime they had to do the time because they look like you. So they gotta make examples out of them. So now they go to prison, they get structure. So now you see they didn't have any discipline. So now they lacked that structure that they didn't have. That's what got them in trouble. But all demons and devils do crimes and all these things. Exactly. They all do it, but they get away with it. You see, depending on how black you are. I mean, depending on how light skinned you are, the darker ones get more time. You see, right. So they come out and get the structure that they need to be successful in this reality. So like she explained, they got the energy for it. So now they got the structure, they got the setup. Everything's already in. It's to their advantage, to their mindset. Exactly. So they come out with that structure.
Then they got that demon. Ain't no way you not you can't excel.
Exactly.
You got this man, he did this, and that. You got this person who did this, and that. You got LeBron James. He made from no father, no daddy in the home, and he's still right. And he brothers and sisters.
Well, I'm just saying, right? Because they come out and now they got it's all set up for them. So now they got what they need to be successful. But you give that black man the same opportunity when he get out. He's not gonna live like that. Exactly. He's not gonna excel like that. Exactly. He might be doing well off for himself from where he came from because he might have better sense now and knowing what to avoid, who to avoid. You see, he might be thinking more wiser now, but he's not gonna excel to the point where he has this, that car, this, you know what I'm saying, money, he got so much money in business, he's gonna just live a normal lifestyle. Exactly. He's gonna be more humble, he's gonna be more cautious, more aware of his surroundings, but he's not gonna succeed like that.
Right. After being in prison for so many years, it'll mess up your mind.
I'm about to say some of them
should torment your mind.
PTSD.
Exactly. So anybody excelling
PTSD
right out of the prison gates.
Right.
To tell you something.
Man, a lot of them black men come out traumatized.
Should be messed up.
Right. They come out traumatized and back on drugs. The same ones they put in the street for you to go sell. You end up on them. You end up on them because you can't cope. You can't cope with knowing what they did to you in there. Knowing how they did you. Knowing that you're still here in the land of your imprisonment and you don't know how to escape. You hope that you died. You hoped you died in there. And now I'm back out here with nothing. I ain't got nothing. And this reality is still against you. You still can't figure out how it works. And then you was locked up for so long, everything didn't change on you. Right. And now it's more technical than you are. Mm-hmm. You gotta understand, it's already difficult. It was difficult before 20 years ago. And now it's even more advanced, which is against you again because you're a spatial person. You think you're creative.
And we have to keep along with that. In order to stay alone, you gotta keep along.
Right. So you gotta strain yourself extremely to keep up with these people because it's getting more technical. It's getting far out of your league. You see, like she said, this world was designed for them. And it's getting even further away from how you think. So you feel smushed. Your brain feels smashed.
Right, you like, your brain hurt. You trying
Right.
to think it. You trying to figure out what you like.
But you have to survive by any means. You need a place to go. You need food. You need money. You might have kids when you get out, and you still feel like you didn't do nothing. Now you have responsibilities, obligations. So now, again, the system set up against you, but due to your survival, you become criminal again, and they do that to you because now you're a criminal. You see, now you have a record, so now you can't get certain things. You can't do these certain things,
Right.
and you don't have the mind to be an entrepreneur. You don't have the energy to be an entrepreneur.
And you're not even a real criminal.
Right.
On top of that, when you just had to, you probably taking, stealing to feed your family, brothers
Right.
and sisters. You
So that's
never
what
know
I'm
what the
saying.
situation was, brothers and sisters. So they put us in situations where we had to fend for ourselves and so it makes us look as if we are criminals. However, even though we are taking things, so it does look as if you were a thief. However, we're trying to survive for our family,
and that's still
and
the
then
same
they're throwing us in a pen with real criminals.
Right.
That's another problem. So now we having to defend ourselves because now we're in this pen with these real criminals. When really I was just trying to steal because my daughter needed some milk.
Right.
So I'm in this pen now because I decided to take. I'm in this pen now with these real criminals, and I'm not a criminal.
Right.
So what does that cause you to do? Become another criminal. On top of that, brothers and sisters, you gotta understand.
Or
Somebody messing with you in prison, or gay.
Right.
So,
Turn you into a right. Turn your sexuality around, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You see, because now due to survival again, you have to become homosexual. Just to survive, because you're not a monster. You're not evil. You're not these fierce things like these demons that's in there. That's killers, murderers. You see, poke you up, stab you up, stick stuff up your ass. You're not one of them people. So guess what happens to you? You go in there and you get raped. And you constantly get raped every night. The guards don't give a damn. Nobody cares about you. You see?
guards is demons.
Right. Devils
So
and
you
demons,
just got a
they come in
bunch
there with
of-
all their energy, and you're just trying to survive. So you have to get on your knees and please these men until you get out, just to survive, because you still want to live. See? You want to stay alive. You don't want to be harmed. You don't want to be stabbed. You doing whatever you have to do to survive. So now, that's another thing you have to endure. On top of them stopping you from reproducing, from you having a family. You see, they kill us all over the board. They killing us. That's what they do to
So
us.
anybody that's pushing these policies, agreeing with these policies, the Democrats, Republicans, same agenda, different approaches,
Right.
demons, brothers and sisters. These are demons. That's what we call Democrats, demons,
Right.
brothers and sisters.
Same
They
thing.
are demons, brothers and sisters. So anybody pushing their policies are as well or are an enemy to you, brothers and sisters, because these policies are against you, brothers and sisters. Anybody that's not telling you this vision here today that we're telling you are against you, brothers and sisters, because this is your vision. This is your true vision. So if you're not pushing to leave America, get out of here, like it is written and shared that we would leave here. However, if you're not pushing this vision so these things can happen even faster, then you are being misled, brothers and sisters. You are speaking with an enemy. They are not telling you what we're telling you here today.
Right.
Because no matter if you like it or not, your money's not going to save you. Your car is not going to save you. Brothers and sisters, these things you have to know. Only thing that's going to save you is this knowledge. Understanding who your enemies are, brothers and sisters. Understanding the knowledge of mathematics, brothers and sisters. Understanding this angel alone, brothers and sisters, is going to be your way out of here, brothers and sisters. Well, the sisters don't have to worry about anything, honestly, because you've already done your job from this here. This is an example of it. We done produced these demons. We produced these children from rape. So, brothers and sisters, sisters, all you have to do is understand that this is that we have to get out of here and acknowledge that. So, what was I saying? Oh, excuse me. I was speaking to the sisters, excuse me, Russ. So, right. So, sisters, we really have nothing to worry about, especially if you're original, especially if you understanding and you are pushing for this vision as well. You can't be saying one thing and then going out to party tonight. You can't be saying one thing and going and one out being naked tomorrow. Brothers and sisters, excuse me. Look. Excuse me, brothers and sisters. So, right, you cannot go out and think that you're about to go do those things, brothers and sisters, because then what is that? You're a hypocrite, brothers and sisters. You're not pushing the vision. You're trying to live both lives, and you can't live a double. You can't do both.
That's what I say.
So if you 100% agree that you need to get out of here, you will be pushing towards that, right? It said Islam comes from within. No one's going to make anyone do anything. The angel's for those who want the angel, brothers and sisters, who understands this, brothers and sisters. Like he shared, many were called and a few were chosen. We're going to be chosen, brothers and sisters. No one's making you do anything. You have to be the one. You have to want to do what you're doing, brothers and sisters. You. So did you have anything else that you wanted to share?
Pertaining to demons?
Just in general.
Yeah, I wanted to finish off with these demons and how they think and where they're going with all these things. So the highlight was Candace Owens, but she's up there. Okay, go ahead.
Excuse me, brothers and sisters.
She's up there when it comes to those demons, like a Beyonce. Like they praise her. They praise this woman for her. They're saying that she's heroic for standing up for black people who's not with all this foolishness that black people holding on to trauma, being dealt a bad hand due to an experience that everyone has suffered, right? That's what they claim. That everyone has suffered these things, and everyone was a slave. Why is black people always trying to make themselves the victim? See, so she's a key ingredient to she's a key ingredient to destroying the black man and woman of America. You see, because whenever they get people like us, who's against America, they bring people like her up to discredit us, to tell us, to say, look at her, or look at what she's doing. You see, she's not using her experience or her past experience. She's not using what happened to her against her, and look at her. She's so successful. You see, or you don't have to be with a black man if you're a black woman. You can do whatever you want. This is America. You see? She's telling you, just because you're black don't mean you have to stand up for black people. You just give black people good advice, but you don't have to be with black people. You see, that's what they put her up here to do, to narrate a story for you, to cause your confusion, to mislead you, to make you misuse your energy. You see? To cause you to destroy yourself even further. Like my wife said, she's the one that's going to destroy you. She's the one that you're going to put as a role model to your children, and you're going to cause your children to destroy themselves. You see, because majority of the children, they're not suffering from pre-existing consequence, meaning they haven't added up a lot of negative consequence in their life yet, if they've been good. And if they've done things, you see, if they honor their parents and they've did certain things to the minimum when it comes to their health, they was eating good or they was doing certain things. If they was being obedient to their parents and doing what their parents said do, you see, and they haven't lived a long life yet to have to, see, they haven't pushed masses' vision long enough to where all the consequence adds up and it becomes pre-existing consequence, like a pre-existing illness. So they haven't conjured up being sick yet. It takes sometimes, hey, depending on which family you come from, you see, you can suffer from your parents' decisions in life when you come out, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes your parents are, they're honest people, they're good people. Then you come along, you get people like her, demons, that's manipulating your mind, making you other than yourself, causing you to do things that's against your nature. And you see it because it look good, it's popular, it's trending, this is hot, this is what's going on. You see? So you're following that road because everyone's getting attention from it. This is, you want to fit in. You don't want to be on the out. You don't want to be. You want to be in the in group. You don't want to be the outcast. You see. So you start living your life in the manner she expressing in. That you can do this, you can do that. Be like me. Be this, be that. And every year, these things are becoming harder and harder to achieve. But she's excelling. She's doing great. She's doing wonderful. You see, because now you start to look at it as if you're not understanding why you're not having any success. You see? You don't understand that there's demons amongst us. You think we're all the same. You don't recognize this woman as being a demon. You recognize her as being black. So this is the life you're trying to achieve because you listen to her, because your parents told you to listen to her. You see, they set you up for failure trying to be your hero. They set you up for failure thinking that they were saving your life. You see, because they want what's best for you. It's nothing wrong with them wanting what's best for you. It's nothing wrong with you wanting what's best for you, because I have to remember, brothers and sisters, that they gave us one vision, which is the enemy's vision. They gave us one vision. They gave us they gave us someone else's vision. So that's all that our people know. Only thing we know is the American dream. So when you see a person that look like you doing well, why would you not want to do well? So I get it. Why would you not want to do well? That's crazy. Who wouldn't want to do well? You see? So that's the mindset you're going in at. You're not thinking that, hey, they didn't tell you about your ancestors being raped, murdered. You see? Them trying to annihilate us. They didn't tell you about the Holocaust. No one taught you about the Holocaust in our history of our people wanting to separate from these people because they were other than you, and them having to bear masses children and produce offsprings that look like you but not you. So they're enemy to you. They're camouflaged in, destroying you. You see? You don't know anything about that. So you're not using that indication when you're making your decision off your role models. You're going off who's successful, who's doing well, who's making money. You see? Who's popular, who's hot, who's not. You see? You're going based off those things, not the nature. You're not paying attention to her nature. You pay attention to how articulate, how she speaks. You see? You think she's well spoken, or you like the way she articulate what she says, or it sounds like she stands up for black people sometimes. You see? Or she's well versed. You see, these demons, they know how to play the game. You see, they just like they devil fathers. They're cunning. The women are cunning, but I'm saying they're clever and they're slick. You see, they're sly. They're slimy. She's greasy. You see? She's real good with talking with that mouth. Half the stuff she say be shit. You see, you can't identify it because a person who's jibber jabbering faster than you, she's calculating her thoughts much faster than you. You see, shutting down everything you say. Because she seems to be more educated than you. She used words, her vocabulary is expanded, you see? She has a platform, people listen to her, she has millions of followers. You see, you start paying attention to all these things that don't mean anything. You see, what this world built up for you to believe, that you listen to people who's in her platform, you listen to people like her, who has it going on in this world. You listen to her because you're going to be like her one day. You see? So you don't pay attention to what she's saying. You see, because sometimes she say stuff and it's good stuff to you. So you miss the stuff that's not good. You understand? You overlook that she's dissing you. You miss that she's completely insulting you. You see? So she claims to be for black people, but she, like my wife said, she has a white husband. She's talking about she cares about the black community and the black people and the black families, but you don't even have a black family. You see what I'm saying? You don't even have a black family. You and your children are demons. Your husband's a devil. You don't even have a black. Well, you do got a black family. Demons are black. But what I'm saying is, you don't have a original family. You're not original. You don't have an original family. So you don't know anything about what original people go through on a daily basis here in America. You don't know what us black people go through on a daily because you're not black. So you can't speak on black people. You see, you can't speak for original black people in America that were brought here in 1555. Tormented and tortured from the time we were brought here, from the womb to the grave. You see, you can't talk. You can't talk for us. You can't represent us because you're not us. You see? And that's our job, to expose people like her. A cold-blooded demon who's out to slice and slit our people's throats. You see? To denounce everything that we stand for, to misrepresent us, to stop us cold in our tracks from trying to escape from massa, to call you out on you being lazy, even though you're at an energy deprivation and we don't have as much energy as this demon do. You see? She's calling you out, making you seem worthless, making you seem like you're full of shit, making you feel like you're full of shit. You see? Make you feel like you're full of excuses. Do better. Be like me. You see? I can't be like you. I'm original. I can't be like you. Don't you get it? I can't be like something I can't be like. Our brothers and sisters can't be like this. We can't be like her. You can't be like this woman. You get it? You can't be like her. So you're going to beat yourself up every time if you can't identify your enemy, your hidden enemy. If you can't identify these demons, you're gonna beat yourself up. You're gonna allow other people to beat you up when they're saying you need to be like her. You see? You're gonna torment yourself trying to accomplish something that's impossible because she's not you. You don't have the same genetic makeup, or the DNA. You don't have the same bloodline. Her ways are contrary from yours. Her skin tone is the same as yours, but it's not about the skin tone, brothers and sisters. Not about the complexion of a man or a woman. It's the mindset of them. Pay attention to how she expresses herself. Pay attention to who she defends. Pay attention to those things. You see? Would she defend a white man if her husband was black? You see what I'm saying? Would she be more biased then? You see? Would she be more hesitant? Would she be more firm on standing up for these Caucasian people if she was an original black woman who's with a black man? Would she speak? If she's original, she wouldn't talk like this. Her language would be it'd be a lot more different, and she would have less followers. She wouldn't have that platform. She wouldn't be up there. She wouldn't be a politician. She wouldn't be in that field. Not in that field. She'd be a lot different, brothers and sisters. This lady She's dangerous to our people because they can't identify their enemies, so they're listening to his crap. They listen to her talking, running her mouth 24/7. All she do is yap, talk bad on our people. You see, she talk bad on her own people. See, that's bad enough. She going against her own black skin, Caucasian people. You see, she going against her own. That's what it said would happen in the end anyway. Right before we leave, all these things will happen. Demons against demons. You see? Demons against massa. You see? Massa against massa. You see? Caucasian against Caucasian. This is what said would happen. You see? So not only was she against us, she's against her own black skinned people. I mean her own Caucasian and black skinned people. You see? She's dissing all of us. She's dissing all black people. She don't want nothing to do with black people. You see, when she's around, when she's with her community of people or friends, and she's in her social groups, she's with Caucasian people. You see? That's what she's with. That's who she's with. That's who she decides to be around. Because, again, like my wife explained, that's her people. You see? And they see nothing wrong with that, which is not. But don't come on here thinking just because your skin is black that you can represent black people, because you can't. Because you know it, that you're not black in the inside. You see? Because you're a demon. You the man. It said that the seed of man was mixed with the seed of beast. And she's a prime example of that. You see? Master's black-faced child, wolf, in sheep clothing. You see? That's who she is. Claiming to be one of us. Making us hate our own people. You see? After listening to a person like her, you would hate black people. You wouldn't even... You could say, You just like, man, black people always hating on black people. I'm sick of black people. To hell with them all. You see? She one of the people that make you hate black people again. But you can't realize that she ain't black. So you're like, what's up with this black, stupid little girl? Is she an idiot? She not see that we went through all this trauma? She don't see what's taking place? She not know that we suffering? Did she not know that we was our ancestors? Did she not know that these people that she's sleeping with is our enemies? Because they're not. They're not her enemies. Those are her people. You see? That's why this thing was dangerous. Them raping our women, making them produce these demons, that was dangerous. It was dangerous to us, not them. It was dangerous to us. But now it's becoming dangerous to the Caucasians because they're trying to change the fabric of America. And she's one of the ones that's trying to help stop that. You understand what I'm saying? Because the people that are trying to change the fabric of America is demons too. And some are original because they're being influenced by demons, but it's majority demons because this is their reality. They want to stay here. They want to integrate. They want to stay with Massa. They want to get closer to Massa. See, she's already close as it can get to Massa. So she said, to hell with them. To hell with them. You're always complaining, crying, this, that. That's because she's already there. She's all the way in Massa's house. So why the hell would she give a damn about anybody else getting there? Because she's already there. She don't need anybody else coming in there. You see, stealing her limelight, stealing her shine. You see, she's selfish with being in Massa's house. She don't want any more house Negroes in there with her. You see? So she's attacking everybody. She don't want the fabric. I mean, she doesn't want how things are going in America. The policies change the fabric of America. She don't want to change that because she's inside. She's good in that sense. Her husband is white. You see? She's being looked out for. She's with the community of people that makes her feel great. And she's up there high. So she don't need anything changed. Because if you change, she know what comes change means that she's going to downgrade. Because it means she's going to have to share. She's not trying to share a damn thing. She likes her position and power. She likes all the attention and animosity she gets from ruining original people's lives. And obviously she ruins her own people's lives. You see? That's what she gets off on. Standing up for the white man. Standing up for these Caucasians. You see? Becoming a bulletproof vest for these Caucasian people. Coming to their rescue. You see? Downgrading anything that's black. Dumbing down and degrading anything that's black. It don't matter. She should be ashamed of herself, period. Because that is one thing that she did forget. You are black. You might be a demon, but you're still black. And like I said, we're headed to a time where all blacks are going to be killed. So she's going to understand that. She's going to understand that real soon. You see? So she thinks she's doing well now. You see? So don't be like her because she thinks she's doing well now. But you have to understand, we're about to enter a time that's worse than the Holocaust. The time of unprecedented trouble. A time like no other and never will there be, brothers and sisters. We're heading to a time worse than the Holocaust. Worse than all these things they did to us. Burning us alive. You see? Decapitating us, amputating us, disemboweling us. You see? Feeding us to gators. Feed our children to gators. You see? Peeling and cutting us alive. You see? Gutting us, burning us up. You see? Worse than that. Worse than the things they did to us, brothers and sisters. Way worse. And once the realization comes that the black man and woman of America had to endure the Holocaust, horror, and we suffered at the hands of these Caucasian people. They were the ones who did this to God's people. Once they come to the realization that we're the true seed of Abraham, and it's exposed that we are indeed God's chosen people, and they are the ones who did these things to his people, they finally come to the realization that we're in control of their judgment, that they're being punished for what they did to us. See? Now they know that we're the reason behind their judgment. We're the reason behind them about to be dead. Now they're about to die. That's what it said would happen to them. That their death, it would be death for them, for what they did to us. It would be death. So now they realize that that's the only option they got. You see? And at that moment, they can't let that idea spread. They cannot let that. They can't fathom seeing you escape off into a world of bliss and get a reward, and they have nothing. You see? You're going to see these devils jump into action. So people like Candace Owens, who think these Caucasian people love her when they just used you as leverage. See? They just used you to destroy us. You see? But you can't destroy us. You can't destroy the ones that's stronger than you. You see, we all stronger than you. But you can't destroy those who's functioning on a higher level of pressure. You see, you can't destroy us with the higher pressure. With those who think higher than you on the level of thinking that you're on. You see, you're just low pressure. You're nothing. You're worthless. You see, you're gonna be crushed in this reality. You understand? You think you're good now. You think you're doing well now, huh? But what about when the roles reverse? And this pressure, the highest pressure, starts to crush you because now you don't have the advantage anymore. You see how lovely your life feels? What happens when the roles are reversed and you're forced to feel the way we feel now? You see, we're being crushed by this reality because it's against us. So what happens when our reality you see, comes into play. What happens when we give birth to the new nation and our reality is the one that exists and our reality is against you. You see? And you're being crushed because your time is up. You see? And you can no longer do all the things that you were saying we were lazy for. You're lazy. You see? You're lazy. You're nothing. You're worthless. Saying that you're just becoming a victim. See? You're going to be in that same position when you're made to have to use all your energy from being crushed. You see? Now, only thing you can focus on is not being crushed. You're not going to be able to do anything. You understand? But focus on not being crushed by the new reality that's coming in. And the thing is, there's nothing you can do about that. You see? We suffered. But we still made it through. You see? That's how strong we are. We still made it through. We still endured. Y'all, you're going to be crushed by pressure. You see? You're going to just be crushed by the overwhelming amount of pressure that's coming in on you. You're not going to be able to make it through it. You see, but you guys willingly, voluntarily destroyed our people, came in with your own hands, at the hands of you. You see? And tormented and tortured our people. Terrorists. You're terrorists. You see? Y'all are terrorists who inflict terror and tormented us and held us captured here in America. You see? You guys are sick. You know, that's what's about to happen to you. You about to be crushed, but you're gonna finally get that mirror because you think you're pretty. See? You think you're better than everybody, right? You're gonna get that mirror and you're gonna finally see who you are. When you look in the mirror, you're gonna scare your damn self. Because you're gonna find out how hideous and ugly you are. And everything that comes with your ancestors and everything they did, you're gonna finally, you see, all this stuff's gonna catch up to you. You're gonna realize how sick of an individual you are. You see? So brothers and sisters, don't be fooled by these demons. These demons is one of our biggest problems because they look like me and you, brothers and sisters. They look like us. That's a big deal. Because if you don't have this knowledge, if you don't have this understanding, then you're going to be fooled by them every time. You're going to be manipulated by them every time. You see? You're still going to believe in that pastor, that preacher, that reverend. He's a demon. He's causing you to believe things that's not real. He's still threatening you with endless hell. A hell that don't exist. He's threatening you with a never-ending hell that doesn't exist, brothers and sisters, and selling you a dream to go to heaven, that you'll get your reward in heaven. He's still selling you that and giving you nothing. See? Religion makes you powerless, disconnects you from reality, and then he's telling you to pray, something he doesn't even do. Because if that was the case, why is he taking your money? Why not just pray for it? You see, because he's living his lavish lifestyle off the members of the church, praying off them. You see, praying on them to be foolish enough to continue to believe in his foolishness and being paid as well to confuse you, to keep you within the programming. You see? So our people, we're still robots. We're still Negro bots. We're still acting other than ourselves due to having an enemy's mind. So anybody who still believes in a religion, anyone who still believes in any religion is a Negro bot. Anybody who still has Master's last name is still a Negro bot. You see, our people that's what they did to us. Anybody that believes in any fairy tales, anybody believe in any of these concepts of philosophies, you see, you believe in anything but mathematics, you're still a Negro bot. You see, you believe in the mystery gods and other in super beings and all these old crazy things. They did a number on us, people. They did a number on our people. They did a number on us. But they really did a number on us with these demons. Because these demons make you not even like your own people. These demons make you not even want to, you don't care what happened to black people. Because you'll see her, you wouldn't care what happened to her. So you see, that puts you in the mindset to say, give a damn about some black people either. You don't want to be bothered with them because they coming like this. You see, she's intruding on your peace with her foolishness. She's making you feel uncomfortable with how proud she is of being an American and how well she's doing. She's making you feel littler, more littler than you ever felt in your whole life. You see, making you feel like nothing. So you trying to be like her is not going to help you. It's only going to destroy you. It's only going to make your life worse. You see, so keep following your heart. Keep following what you love to do. Keep being yourself, because being like her is not going to do anything but cause you your destruction. And in the end, you're going to suffer the hands, or you're going to suffer the same reward, the same consequence as the enemy. You're going to suffer the same consequence with what's in store for the enemy, because you're saying that you're a part of their branch. You're a part of their body. You're saying that you're associated with them. So that means you're going to be associated with their crimes as well. See? I mean, everything they suffer, you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer the enemy's consequence trying to be like them. Trying to live in this, trying to benefit and live for this world's life. You see? Trading in your vision, which is the Abrahamic covenant, which is you're going home, which is you're separating from these people and you throwing your vision in the trash for this world's life because of people like her. She's giving you a pep talk, a pep rally, or whatever she want to give you. Motivation, affirmations, whatever. To motivate you to destroy yourself, to throw away your vision. Saying like, don't listen to those crazy people. Don't listen to these people. You can be happy here, and you can make money here, and you can live a good life here. You see, you have to get away from people that's telling you not to be an American, not to exercise your rights and stop playing that victim role and stop worrying about what happened to you in the past. Don't worry about that. You see, people like her, man, they're using her to destroy our people. They're using people like her to destroy our people, to make you feel like you don't want to be associated with trying to leave. You don't want to be associated with being a victim. You don't want to be associated with having post-traumatic stress disorder from what they did to you. You don't want to, see, they're teaching you how to, that's more programming. Now they're using her as part of your programming. They use people like her as part of your programming. See, the demons are the terrorizers. They're terror bots. They're massive terror bots. They send the demons to terrorize you. They're terrorizing you with the way they think, and you looking at their skin, so it terrorizes you that they're keeping you within the programming. See, you don't want to be associated with anything that she's saying not to do. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't play that card. Don't do that. Be this. Be that. You see, that's what she's doing. She's programming you. They putting her in front of television because if she wasn't telling their vision, she wouldn't be telling out a vision at all. You see, they don't put people like us on the big screen and giving us a nice, good, hefty, fat platform. You see, they know better. They know better, brothers and sisters. They put her in front of that screen is because she think like massa. She think like these Caucasian people. That's who they want to represent you. That's who they want to brainwash you, to manipulate you, to control you, to make you misuse your energy, to make you think other than yourself, to lock everything she say into your subconscious and make you go the wrong direction, have you suffering from self-destruction. You see? So we have to be able to identify these demons, brothers and sisters. The masses, children from rape of the black woman, from the time they brought us here, house Negroes, tar babies, Oreos. They black in the they black on the outside, white in the inside. Same mindset as they devil daddies. They're your enemies. They're not your friends. They might come off. They might motivate you because you see them doing well. They look like you. Like I said, who wouldn't want to do well? Who wouldn't want to do well? You see, if it's the only dream you got, why wouldn't you want to do well? She would be a perfect role model to do well because you see her doing well in this world, so you would want to be like her. But once you find out that she's not you, she had her ways are contrary, meaning different from yours, meaning she's not you, she's Master's child. You see, now when you have the upper hand, the advantage, knowing that the reason why she's succeeding is because it's to her advantage, which is not to yours. You're in a disadvantage. You're in a disadvantage. That'll never end. See, and you'll always have the disadvantage. You'll always be inferior. You see, as long as you stay here, they'll always be getting the better end of the stick, and you'll get the shitty end. You see, you'll always be in the position you're in, and you'll be hearing her. You see, it'd be less of us because they're killing us. You see, that's another agenda. They're killing us off, and they have people like her still telling you that you're worthless, that you're nothing, that you're doing this to yourself. But these people are the people that programmed us. You see, we're trying our best to be ourselves, and we keep getting programmed by people like her. We keep being told to stay here by people like her. You see? And we're just trying to get out of here. We just want to go home. You see? We just want to get out of here. We don't want to stay here in your crooked, corrupted society. We don't want to stay here. We don't want to be a part of your American dream. You see? We don't want to party and be with you devils and demons. We don't want to be with you. We don't want to stay here. We don't want to make things great that was never great. We don't want to participate in your holidays, in your activities, in your programs. We don't want to be around you at all. You see? I just want my people to know the truth. And you blocking our message. You in the way of the message. You see? I just want our people to realize what we've been through. I want them to know the truth about what your devil daddies have done to them since the time they brought us here. I want them to know that we programmed. I want them to know they stole everything from us. I want them to know that they didn't go through all this for no reason. That what they did wasn't in vain. You see? I want them to know that we had a reward attached to this. But you see, they don't know that, but you do. The devil daddy do. You see? Our other African brothers do. The other African nations know about our reward. We the only people who don't know who we are, and we don't know about our reward. But everybody else do. Everybody else know about our inheritance. Everyone else know that this is what's taking place. That the world, everything that's taking place in the world is revolved around our inheritance, our Abrahamic covenant. Everyone wants to be us. Everybody's living off us. Everybody portraying to be us. People living off our land. Everybody want to be us. You see? And our people don't even have a clue what's taking place because we're in La La Land, fairy tale, make-believe places. See? Because they programmed us down cold-bloodedly. They got us down so cold. You see? We can't even escape the grip of this reality because they got us in it so cold. They got us in a chokehold so cold. They can't even get us. We can't even get out of it. Because we believe it. Because we're terrified. We're tormented. We're tortured. You see? They terrorizing us because we believe everything. We believe it wholeheartedly. We don't even question it. Because that's the part of the program. They taught us not to think. They told us not to think. They disconnected us from thinking. They said, don't think, don't worry. Just let go, let God. You see? Made us powerless. Disconnected us. Told us not to think real. Told us not to think. Told us not to think logically. Don't connect nothing. Don't believe in math. Don't believe in facts. Just believe in God. You see? And that's our people. On top of them giving us that, you gotta understand we're disciplined people. So we're gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do exactly what they said to be successful. So we're gonna use our discipline to believe only in God. Because we still, and then that fear is gonna help fuel the fire. To keep us going. Now, because I still don't want to go to hell. You see? So even if you start thinking different, you that discipline that's going the wrong way. You see, because our people still disciplined, even in that. Because there's no reward in it. But they still disciplined in that. You see? They go in the wrong direction and they disciplined in that. So imagine if they get a hold of this knowledge that there is no hell, that there is no heaven, no make-believe heaven that they tell you about. What if we tell them, hey, the God that you're praying to is you. You praying to God, and you are the God. You see? The black man and woman of America is God's chosen people. You going home. You see? You give them the right information. You tell them about their suffering. You tell them they had their own vision. Now they start going. Now they're disciplined in the right direction. You see? But it's demons like her who's stopping my people from realizing that there is no such thing as these things that these people have made us believe, that we're not playing victim. We're just telling you the facts. See, but you like to play with facts. But when it comes to these Caucasian people, you don't play with those ones. You see? You bury that. Like a good doggy. You bury all your devil daddies, evil deeds. You bury it. You don't want to speak about those subjects. You don't want to talk about what your husband and his forefathers did. You don't want to talk about stuff like that. You see? That's why they bring you out. To attack us. To take us down. To discredit us. To say, hey, look at Candace Owens. Good house nigga. You see? That's what y'all need to do. Be like Candace Owens. You see? So however, brothers and sisters, these demons are your hidden enemy, and they're the worst. I can't wait till they're all gone. I can't wait till our people are free. We're demon possessed. We're possessed by these demons. They're plagued. We're plagued by all these demons. We're possessed by their mindset. We're possessed by what they programmed us with. They're pushing Master's agenda and they're pushing his agenda on us. We're demon possessed. They're forcing us to think like them. They're around you, influencing you, tearing up your structure from the inside out. They're tearing us up. You see? They're infiltrating and digging and tearing apart our families. They're doing max damage on us. And I can't wait till we're separated from all these demons. And I can't wait till the roles are reversed and the excuse that they claim that we're using, that we're claiming to be victims. You see, because you're about to be a victim here. You're about to be a victim of being crushed by the higher pressure. You see? Now we see who the victim is. So however, brothers and sisters, that was it for today. That was it, brothers and sisters. Telling you about these demons. Making you aware of these demons. You gotta know. You gotta be able to identify these demons, brothers and sisters. Because they're doing a number on us. And they got all the energy to keep doing it. They gonna keep doing it. But you won't stand a chance if you can't identify them, because you're gonna believe them every time because you want to fit in. They seem like a perfect role model because this is the only vision you got. But you got another vision. You got a second option, which is to go home, to get out of here, to be free, to be truly free. Not this fake free, where they brought us here and didn't take us back to where we was from. You see, they fake freed you. They freed you on the plantation. They took you off the. You see, you was on one plantation. Now you on all of them. They let you out of one plantation to the next. You see. You're not free until you go back to where you came from. You're not free until you get your name back. You're not free until you get your language back. You're not free until you avenge your ancestors. You see? You're not free till you avenge to the brothers, till we avenge the black woman. We're not free until we go home and take back what's ours. We're not free until all our enemies are buried. You see? So free is when everything is back to the way we want it. To when we're back in authority. We're back rulers of the planet. Where we're back on the throne of power. Where we're back. Where everything's back in our command. You see? The world's back on a mathematical standard. Consequence. Everyone knows. Everything's 100% correct. We're back. You see? We're back. Restoring the planet. You see? Taking these people out that's corrupting it. Polluting it. Disrupting it. Causing mischief and bloodshed. You see? Taking these people completely off this planet. Because that's the best option to get rid of these people. Because they're dangerous to our very existence. To our planet. In general. These people are destructive. In general. They gotta go. There's no other way around it, brothers and sisters. And you have to prepare yourself because a lot of your family members are demons. A lot of your friends are demons. Your spouse is a demon. Your children are demons. You see? Due to this process, due to them raping our women and plaguing us amongst these people. It's not going to be an easy process because we're embedded with these demons and we become friends with them, you see? And they taught us how to be emotional. They taught us how to be in the heart zone. See, but if their life was on the line, it wouldn't be that. It'd be the other way around. You see what I'm saying? They're not in the heart zone when it comes to their life. They're wrapped tight on them trying to survive. It's them. It's their life versus yours. They're gonna choose their life versus yours every time. They're gonna save their own ass over yours every time. But see, we'll put our life on the line for everybody. That's the heart of our people. You see? So we had to teach our people to think rational, to think logical, to make the best decision based off your survival, based off your life. What's the best decision for your life? For you to survive, for you to make it past this point, so you can make it to the next reality. You see, you have to make the best decision so you can stay alive. Not based off you trying to be a good person, because being a good person don't mean anything. Not according to how they telling you being a good person is. There's no such thing as good person and bad person. You see, it's all just consequence. We deal with consequence, brothers and sisters. That's our reality. Things that look cold-blooded, it's just consequence. Stuff that looked harsh, it's just consequence. You see, you out of that heart zone crap, it's just consequence. That's what life is. You see, and we move forward. We deal with consequence. We deal with mathematics. We deal with facts. We deal with stuff we can prove. We move forward in life. You see? We don't wait for time. We make time, brothers and sisters. And we're creating the hereafter. We're creating the promised land. We're taking this reality, this crummy reality called the American dream, and we're reforming it to the New Jerusalem. You see? To the hereafter. To our promised land. We're making our paradise with it. You see? We're changing this whole reality. This one has to go. So brothers and sisters, you have to be able to identify your enemies, or you are your enemy. These demons, they just like massa, but they're more dangerous because they look like you and I. So it's harder to identify them, but it's really not once you get the thorough knowledge that you need to identify them, because they're dead giveaway. They give themselves away by the way they talk, by the way they offended when you speak about massa, by the way they offend him, or by the way they defend him. You see, by the way how they think, things that they say. You see what they stand for, things that they love. You see the way they think about how great America is. You're gonna be able to identify these people right away. You see. By the way they speak against your own people, by the way they speak against their own people, you don't even realize it. Once you have all the information, it's so easy to realize, but you can't realize them. You can't realize them if you don't have this information. You won't be able to pick up on it, because you just think that maybe that black person just, hey, you see, everybody got different flavors. That's what you think. You see. Or she'll come around, or usually that's how our black people are. She'll change one day. She'll see. No, she'll never see. She's demon. You see? That's what she gonna see. That's what you don't see. You see? All right, brothers and sisters. That's all we had for today. That's demons. So with that said, brothers and sisters, I'm going to bring this to a close. Thank you for listening to us today. Assalamu alaikum.